There is a monster bass in this pond, and I'm gonna catch him. What is up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new YouTube fishing channel, Diesel Does Fishing. Who's Diesel? I'm Diesel. Why do they call me that? Well, in real life, I am a radio disc jockey, and Diesel is my on-air name. So we're just gonna go with that here. This is the second time I've fished this beautiful pond that you see here behind me. And the great thing about this pond is there is a monster lurking back there, and the owner doesn't even know it. I am at a golf course today, and I'm lucky because I just so happen to be friends with the owner of the golf course. He doesn't let anyone fish this pond but me. And he doesn't even know that there is a monster fish out there in this pond. I have hooked it before. It would have been a personal best, and oh, I missed it. He came up out of the water, shook, the hook came out, broke my heart. Well, that's what we're hunting for here today at this pond. So let's hope that we can catch it. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Looking forward to it. But this pond is known for numbers. There are a bunch of little fish out here. I'll take 5 dinks over a skunk any day. So you may see me catching a whole bunch of those here today. This pond is known for bluegill and for crappies. So we're gonna see if we can get some of those here today. What we're gonna be throwing on first is a Texas rig on this Lose Halloween orange, call it Tennessee orange combo. We're also gonna be throwing on a white lipless crankbait from KVD. That's going on this Abu Garcia Black Mac. Shout out to those guys. And because I told you this pond has a bunch of little panfish, we're also gonna be throwing this ultra light combo here with this tiny little bone shad lipped crankbait. So we're gonna have some fun out here today. Oh, and to be clear, I am a beginner angler. This is really only my 2nd or 3rd year getting into fishing. I am new to this. I'm going to make mistakes. I am going to say the wrong thing. And that's the great thing about YouTube, because I know YouTube subscribers love to tell you about it. We're gonna start off today with this KVD white lipless crankbait. It's good search bait. Can really cover a lot of water with this thing. Now this is the spot where I've missed this big bass before, right here underneath this big oak tree. Bass love to hang out in these shaded areas because they don't have any eyelids, and they like to get into this shaded area because it's just so bright without it. This pond, as I was also telling you before, is loaded with a lot of little fish. Actually, about 100 yards over my right shoulder, there used to be a much bigger pond, and one day the dam broke, and that really took away the habitat for all those fish. The water all flowed away, and they went out there with buckets and rescued as many fish as they possibly could and threw them into this pond. So it's loaded up with fish, and they're actually loaded up, as I throw a bird's nest, they're actually loaded up with way too many little fish in this pond. Another video, I'm gonna come back and pull some of the fish out of here and take them to another pond that I know that actually doesn't have any bass in it at all. First wildlife sighting, I don't know if you can see that right out there, that swirl, that was a turtle. A lot of turtles in this pond. Good, healthy pond. Again, that no one else gets to fish, so I count myself lucky that I get to fish this pond. I told you that this pond was money. Last time I was here, this pond was money. We're slowing things down now with a yum lizard. First time I've thrown a yum lizard before. I've seen a lot of people out there have a lot of success on lizards. I've personally never thrown one. That's a bite. It's a fish. It's a fish. Woo! Look at that. Look at that monster. Look at that monster. Wow. On the lizard. What were you thinking, guy? Barely hooked, too. Gonna be huge one day. What were you thinking? Yeah, it's good to get the skunk out of the boat, as they say. Let's toss you back in. Whew. Guys, it feels so good to get that first fish of the day, right? It stinks when you come out early, you think all the conditions are right, and the fish just are not biting. Well, today I can tell you that they are officially biting. Oh, where have those little fish gone? That's a bite. Oh, and they're biting it on these longer pauses, these little 2, 3, 4 second pauses. That's where they're coming up and hitting this thing today. Got him, got him. Got him, another little guy. Another little guy. Hey, you calm down. You feisty little thing, you. You're gonna get dizzy spinning around in so many circles. That makes 2 for the Yum Lizard. Upgrading in size, just, just barely. Fish number 2 on the Yum Lizard. I am a fan. What is your favorite soft plastic bait? Get in the comment section. Tell me what works for you the most. What have you caught the most fish on as far as soft plastics go? You know, I told you that I am looking for fishing tips. I'm relatively new to fishing, and I'm not entirely sure what works at all of these ponds that I'm going to. Whether it be bugs, whether it be worms, whether it be, you know, wacky rigs, or Carolina rigs, or Texas rigs, or moving baits. I'm learning at every single one of these ponds that I go to. But today I am learning that the watermelon red Yum Lizard is doing work. Fish, that's a fish. Another one. Ooh, more monsters on the Yum Lizard. Look at you. Man, these aggressive little guys. Sort of toss him over here. See what we get. Any one bite could be that monster 6-7 pound trophy bass that I've missed out of this pond before. I want him back. That's why they call it fishing and not catching. Guys, we are actually in quite a dangerous little spot right now. They're teeing off over here and it's going that way, and I hope nobody has a hook. I hope everyone has a slice, but this water is loaded with golf balls. Sometimes that's what you got to do if you want to get the big fish. You got to put yourself in danger. Don't listen to Diesel, kids. It's not smart to put yourself in the path of a golf ball just to try to catch a fish. Ah, had one. Look what he did. Took my bait and roughed it up. Fish on, fish on. This boat flipping you way up here. Ah, another little guy. Ah! My hook's right there. I don't want to get hooked. Ah! Another little dink in this pond. He's got a little bit of a wound here. You see that? This little wound right here? He's obviously been fighting somebody. Bye, little guy. Thank you for eating my lizard. Man, we are catching numbers today. We are not catching size. Uh-oh. We got golfers over here disturbing the fishermen, hitting balls into the pond. Oh, got one, got one. Oh, yanked him out of the water. Another one of these little bitty guys. Wow. I will take volume all day, but this little bitty guy, not getting it done. You know, we're out here hunting monsters. You know we're out here hunting monsters. We don't need anything to do with you. The last little fish was right where it was supposed to be. Right there on the edge of the shade, pushing up into this bank. Like a total noob. I only brought one GoPro battery and that died pretty quickly. To a different kind of worm, I'm going to be throwing a finesse worm, a long curly-tailed finesse worm. I don't know what this thing is called. I just call it a finesse worm. It's like the lizard that's been doing work today. So we're going to see if this one can catch that big 6-pound bass. This is what I'm talking about. I am catching fish after fish after fish. Just like this size. We're trying to catch the big ones, but another video, again, we're going to come back another day and try to pull some of these little fish out of here, take them to another pond to try to make this pond a little more healthy and that other pond healthy by putting a bass population in it. All right, boys, that is going to do it for my first ever fishing video. Thank you for watching, and you know, I gotta throw a shout out to some of the pages that really inspired me to get out here and video myself fishing. Shout out to Lojo, shout out to Fishing with Norm, shout out to Kicking Their Bass TV. Love those channels, big fans of theirs. They inspired me to get out here in the upstate of South Carolina and do some fishing videos of my own. I feel like I kind of lied to you a little bit. I told you this pond was all about crappie and bluegill, and that there was a big bass in here. Well, the big bass is in here. The crappie and the bluegill are in here. I didn't get any of those today, so thanks for watching the video. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Until then, Diesel Does Fishing out.